Retro Rewind. One-on-one.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long since we've had this guy on our show last. 9 years. I can't believe it's been 9 years. He's still a great friend of ours. We think the world of him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Julian Lennon. Julian, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Dave. How are you? I'm good, thank you very much. Very well. And yourself?
We're doing good. Good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, we're excited. We've got a presidential election obviously coming up here in the next few weeks. It's taking the country by storm, if you will, which is actually really good. That means a lot of people are going to actually get out and vote, and exercise their right to vote for the candidate of their choice. So, we're excited about that.
Yes, that indeed will be very interesting to see where this goes.
Well, it's exciting. It's our, it's our process, and it's, I'm glad people are going to actually get off their duff, it looks like, and get out and vote, because if you don't, then, you don't really get to, bitch too much. That's the way I look at it,
I won't force you to say who you're behind, but I'm sure everybody else knows, but maybe you don't want to take a political angle, which we don't need to talk about that now. Let's talk about music and other creative, wonderful things.
yeah, that keeps it safe, and we're not a political show anyway. We're a music show, and that's where it's at for us. And speaking of music, we'll talk about your music towards the end here. But right now, the nature of our time with you is to talk about something very near to your heart, near and dear, and also near and dear to mine through you now, because following what you're doing. It's a documentary that's just it's breathtaking. It's amazing, and we're hoping that you'll enlighten us a little bit on your film Whale Dreamers.
Sure, I'll fill you in. I'll give you a brief synopsis and a brief history. The whole thing came together over sort of 10 years ago. Maybe even 15 years ago, when I was living in London, and a dear friend of mine was sort of an ex-actor, young actor, British actor, that decided to become a documentary maker, initially about his heritage, his history, and he started swimming with a dolphin in Ireland, and he made a documentary about this, and one thing led to another, and then we were going to actually write a film together, a part documentary film, and 15 years later we've now completed that, and it turned into one big film from many small film ideas. Basically, Whale Dreamers is about an Aboriginal tribe in Australia that got ousted from their lands, and their belief, it's about their beliefs and their history, and their connection with Mother Nature, and their totem is a whale, and it's about their history, their life, what they've been through, and in fact what many indigenous tribes around the globe have been through, by really being put out of place by the powers that be and past governments that have not recognized their value and worth and their history within our world and our lives. And to my amazement, and Kim Kindersley, who's the director, my old friend in this, so to both our amazements, we've it's been to many festivals around the world, and we've managed to win roughly 8 Best Film Awards over the past year or so, which has been phenomenal. And it's a small independent documentary feature, but to be recognized in that way already, and it hasn't even been released yet, has been pretty fabulous.
Absolutely, and very well deserved. And I'm sure that's just the first of many accolades that you guys will receive for this work. I think I sent you an email a couple weeks ago. When you put like a different version of that trailer up, and it was just, it was breathtaking. It blew me away. And I'm a guy that's in the music industry, and I have friends that do TV and film and stuff like that. It takes a lot. I'm usually numb to that kind of stuff, but this right here, just what a couple of minutes that that I had seen was just in the music. On top of that, the whole thing encompasses a vibe. And it just it grabs a hold of you. So I just one of the things that I was impressed with is like some of the footage that you guys got. Like I think at one scene you come up on like the eye of a whale, and that's usually some of the stuff that you would see back in the Disney days and movie magic and stuff. I mean, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the real thing behind it is that it was very much a personal journey for Kim, originally the director, to reconnect with the world and with nature and with his past and with his history. And he had such a passion for this, and because of the previous documentaries that he'd done that I'd seen, that I'd appreciated and loved so much. Once he sort of started on this particular venture, I said, well, if you do need someone to produce it and sort of back it and finance it to a degree and help you along, then count me in. Little did I know, as I said before, that it would take 10, 15 years for that to happen. But in the end, very worthwhile. So I'm just glad it's a piece that's very much from the heart in every way, shape, or form. It's a documentary that documents people's lives, and that's what it's all about. It's not there's no falseness or we're not trying to push anything in particular on anybody. We're just showing the facts as they are. And obviously there have been a lot of other environmental films out of late, which have been pretty incredible. Leonardo's picture, The 11th Hour, was very good, and Gore's was too. But there have been some questions about the actual, the full-on facts in that film. But I'm not here to judge it in that respect. I'm just happy that certain people have made an effort to show the rest of us what we're dealing with at the moment and what the state of the world is right now. And I think anybody, even if there's one or two issues that are outstanding, I think anybody that can try and make an effort in any way, shape or form to show us a better way to move forward for everybody and for future generations, then I'm fully in support of that.
Retro Rewind.